Now we're going to talk about the solid stuff that Earth is made of. You know, rocks.
Rocks.
Rock time! Welcome back to Rock Talk Show. I'm still here with my main man, Iggy, and Gnarly Rock from Memphis, Tennessee. Iggy, they tell me you're an avid swing dancer, man. I didn't think you were so light on your feet, you know? You seem kind of dense, if you know what I mean. Why don't you show us some moves, man? You know, swing it, man. Go dance. Oh, shoot. Iggy. Oh, man. Sorry, man. Wild. Okay.
What are rocks made of?
Minerals.
And those are?
Well, they're not liquids and they're not gases. Minerals are always solid.
Minerals are not alive. They're made of non-living materials. They are inorganic.
Minerals are formed in nature. Anything made by people is not a mineral. Minerals are crystals. That just means they have molecular structures that come in repeating patterns.
So rocks are made of minerals, which are solid, inorganic substances that are found in nature and that have a crystalline structure. But how do rocks form?
Rocks form through a process called the rock cycle. Let's check it out.
The rock cycle.
Did you know that Earth is a recycling planet? It's real Earth-friendly. Earth doesn't ever throw any of its matter away, nor does it get any new matter from the matter store. Instead, Earth just keeps using the same matter it already has over and over again. The rock cycle is an excellent example of this.
The rock cycle is a continuous loop in which old rock is broken down and made into new rock.
It goes like this. Wind, water, ice, and gravity take sand and other bits of crumbled rock and send them tumbling to the bottom of the ocean, to the bottoms of lakes and streams, or over the land. These bits, called sediment, build up layer upon layer, eventually solidifying into sedimentary rock.
Over time, rock can get shoved beneath the surface of the earth, where it's heated and squeezed so tightly that it changes form and becomes a type of rock called metamorphic rock. Eventually, the metamorphic rock can remelt into something called magma, which is simply a word for melted rock. Since this melted rock called magma is so light, it floats its way back up towards Earth's surface, where it cools and hardens again into what is known as igneous rock.
Can you guess what happens then? The cycle repeats itself. The exposed igneous rock gets broken down and the bits are carried by wind, water, ice, and gravity toward the ocean. There, they will accumulate into sedimentary rock, change into metamorphic rock, melt into magma, and so on and so forth.
I heard if you watch the rock cycle backwards and in slow motion, you can see the president riding a killer unicorn or something. I heard it's so cool.
No, I think you've got it backwards. First of all, you can't make the rock cycle go any slower than it already is. It takes millions of years for just one cycle. Second of all, it doesn't really go backwards, although it can go in a few different orders. And third, it's already cool.
Now let's discuss the three main types of rocks and how they're formed: sedimentary, metamorphic, and igneous.
Sedimentary rocks form when sand and pebbles and all other kinds of broken down materials get layered on top of each other. Eventually, they become so comfortable with each other that they harden together into a rock.
Talk about settling down. In fact, the word sediment comes from the Latin for settling. So when you hear sedimentary, think settling. Let's try it. Sedimentary, settling. Good.
What about metamorphic rock? When something undergoes a metamorphosis, it changes or morphs, like when a corpse morphs into a vampire. So when you hear metamorphic, think morph. K?
Metamorphic rock is rock that has been transformed by its surroundings, either by extremely high temperatures or intense pressure. Metamorphism usually occurs at great depths below the surface of the earth, where pressure and heat are great.
The third type of rock is igneous rock. Igneous rock is solidified magma. Remember, magma is just melted rock. Igneous rock is magma that cooled off and solidified once again.
The word igneous comes from the Latin word for fire. So when you hear igneous, think fire. Better yet, think ignite. Igneous, ignite.
Sedimentary, metamorphic, igneous. the three different types of rock. But you know what? They're constantly getting transformed from one into the other. You know how? Through the rock cycle, of course.
The rock cycle is an excellent example of how Earth is a recycling planet that keeps using the same materials over and over again. Nothing gets thrown away, nothing gets imported from another planet. Through each phase of the rock cycle, the materials involved are simply changing form.
Remember, rocks are matter, and matter can never be created or destroyed. It can only change form.
Rock talk! Rock talk! Rock talk! All right, welcome back. Hey, before we peace out of Rocktown, just want to kick it back to Iggy. Iggy, I understand you're in a new movie coming out called Circus Rock. Why don't you set up the clip for us, man? Awesome. All right, let's take a look at the clip. Let's roll the clip, man. Let's roll the clip. Welcome back to Rock Talk Show. Can't keep the guests on sometimes, man.